Hi everyone, I am P. Shivamala, Assistant Professor in CSE Department at MAMSE. Now I would like to discuss about memory management in operating system. Memory management is the functionality of an operating system which handles or manages primary memory and moves process back and forth between main memory and disk during execution. Memory management keeps track of each and every memory location, regardless of either it is allocated to some process or it is free. It checks how much memory is to be allocated to the process. It decides which process will get into memory at what time. It tracks whenever some memory gets freed or allocated, and correspondingly, it updates the status. The process address space is the set of logical addresses that a process references in its code. The operating system takes care of mapping the logical addresses to physical addresses at the time of memory allocation to the program. There are three types of addresses used in program before and after memory is allocated. They are symbolic addresses, relative addresses, and physical addresses. Symbolic addresses are used in a source code. Variable names, constants, and instruction labels are the basic elements of the symbolic address space. Relative addresses. At the time of compilation, a compiler converts symbolic addresses into relative addresses. Physical addresses. The loader generates these addresses at the time when a program is loaded into memory. The choice between static or dynamic loading is to be made at the time of computer program being developed. If you have to load your program statically, then at the time of compilation, the complete programs will be compiled and linked without leaving any external program or module dependency. The linker combines the object program with other necessary object modules into an absolute program, which also includes logical address. If you are writing a dynamically loaded program, then your compiler will compile the program and for all the modules which you want to include dynamically. Only references will be provided and rest of the work will be done at the time of execution. As we discussed above, when static linking is used, the linker combines all other modules needed by a program into a single executable program to avoid any runtime dependency. When dynamic linking is used, it is not required to link the actual module or library with the program. Rather, a reference to a dynamic module is provided at the time of compilation and linking. Dynamic link libraries, that is DLL in Windows, and shared objects in Unix are good examples of dynamic library. Swapping is a mechanism in which a process can be swapped temporarily out of main memory to secondary storage and make that memory available to other processes. At some later time, the system swaps back the process from secondary storage to main memory. Though performance is usually affected by swapping process, but it helps in running multiple and big processes in parallel. Hence, swapping is also known as technique of memory compaction. Let me discuss about memory allocation. Main memory usually has two partitions. They are low memory and high memory. Operating system resides in low memory. The user processor resides in high memory. Operating system uses two types of memory allocation techniques. They are single partition allocation and multiple partition allocation. In single partition allocation, reallocation register scheme is used to protect user process from each other and from changing operating system code and data. Reallocation register contains value of smallest physical address. whereas limit register contains a range of logical addresses. Each logical address must be less than the limit register. In multiple partition allocation, main memory is divided into a number of fixed size partitions where each partition should contain only one process. When a partition is free, a process is selected from the input queue and is loaded into the free partition. When the process terminates, the partition becomes available for another processes. As processes are loaded from memory and removed from memory, the free space is broken into little pieces. It happens after some times that the process cannot be allocated to memory blocks considering their small size and memory blocks remains unused. This problem is known as fragmentation. There are two types of fragmentation. They are internal fragmentation and external fragmentation. In external fragmentation, total memory space is enough to satisfy a request or to reside a process in it, but it is not contiguous, so it cannot be used. Whereas in internal fragmentation, memory block assigned to a process is bigger. Some partition of memory is left unused as it cannot be used by another process. A computer can address more memory than the amount physically installed on the system. This extra memory is actually called virtual memory, and it is a section of hard that is set up to emulate the computer's RAM. Paging technique plays an important role in implementing virtual memory. Paging is a memory management technique in which process address space is broken into blocks of the same size called pages. The size of process is measured in the number of pages. Similarly, main memory is divided into small fixed size blocks of memory called frames, and the size of a frame is kept the same as that of a page to have optimum utilization of the main memory and to avoid external fragmentation. Let me discuss about address translation. Page address is called logical address and is represented by page number and the offset. A logical address is the summation of page number and the page offset. Frame address is called physical address and is represented by a frame number and the offset. Physical addresses is the summation of frame number and page offset. A data structure called page map table is used to keep track of the relation between a page of a process to a frame in physical memory. When the system allocates a frame to any page, it translates this logical address into physical address and create entry into the page table to be used throughout execution of the program. When a process is to be executed, its corresponding pages are loaded into any available memory frames. Suppose you have a program of 8 KB, but your memory can accommodate only 5 KB at a given point in time. Then the paging concept will come into picture. When a computer runs out of RAM, the operating system will move ideal or unwanted pages of memory to secondary to free up RAM for other processes and brings them back when needed by the program. This process continues during the whole execution of the program where the OS keeps removing ideal pages from main memory and write them into secondary memory and bring them back when required by the program. Advantages and disadvantages of paging. Paging reduces external fragmentation but still suffer from internal fragmentation. Paging is simple to implement and assumed as an efficient memory management technique. Due to equal size of the pages and frames, swapping becomes very easy. Page table requires extra memory space, so may not be good for a system having small RAM. Segmentation is a memory management technique in which each job is divided into several segments of different sizes, one for each module that contains pieces that perform related functions. Each segment is actually a different logical address space of the program. When a process is to be executed, its corresponding segmentation are loaded into non-contiguous memory, though every segment is loaded into contiguous block of available memory. Segmentation memory management works very similar to paging, but here segments are of variable length, whereas in paging, pages are of fixed size. Program segments contains the program's main function, utility function, data structure and so on. The operating system maintains a segment map table for each and every process and a list of free memory blocks along with the segment numbers, their size and corresponding memory locations in main memory. For each segment, the table stores the starting address of the segment and the length of the segment. A reference to a memory location includes a value that identifies a segment and an offset. This picture shows the segmentation technique. Here the process is divided into n number of segments, each having different size. Segment 1 is 400 KB and segment 2 is 200 KB and segment 3 is 100 KB. The segment table maps the segment 1 into memory address 100, that is, in main memory it is stored in memory address 100. Similarly, segment 2 is mapped into memory address 500. It continues for up to n number of segments.